about that later.
All right, we'll talk about that later. Now it's time to see, guys. If you knew what we were talking about earlier, you'd be like, Chris, Sean, you guys into some weird stuff? No, just joking. This is Chris and Sean. We're here. We're talking through the medias again. We're back, and we're gonna go through some. We're gonna talk about the fact that Sean's a Coca-Cola guy, but I'm all about the sweet Pepsi. And Sean is a traitor to the cola. But we are gonna give a quick little video to the movies, the TVs, and what we're gonna be doing in the future. And man, Sean, it's been a while, man. We've been trying to get on here for a minute, but we've been so busy and stuff, and
Trabajo.
and playing. Honestly, we've been playing video games, guys. Every time we say we're gonna shoot a video, we play Black Ops instead. So we've been
well, everybody jumps on at the same time. We get peer pressured and haggled. It's like. So. All right, so
this is just Coke in here, by the way, guys.
There were some surprising results from the box office, considering our boy, the man of the last, I'd say, 20 years, probably the most sought after, talked about, multi-versatile, talented guy, and you know him, we know him, everybody loves him, Mr. Johnny Depp. I can't believe he didn't take it this weekend, especially considering the stuff I'm hearing about this. And I know you saw it, and we're going to be shooting a video where kind of Chris goes into a little bit more possible spoilers, in-depth review of Black Mass, but surprisingly, it didn't take #1 position.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. You know, it's probably the power of the PG-13 movie. You know, Maze Runner, I think it was like a sleeper hit. I mean, you said you had when you first talked about or saw Maze Runner, the first one, you had no desire to go see it. I caught it on video and was surprised. I was expecting it to, like I was telling you before we
keyword surprised.
Yeah,
surprised.
I thought it was going to be another preteen bopper kind of stupid, little movie, Vampire Academy kind of BS. Edward versus what was it? Edward versus Twilight crap.
Right. No, the werewolves. But see, that's kind of my point too about that, is that was my exact initial reaction when I saw that trailer. So that's kind of why I was just like, yeah. But again, like he said,
it turned out to be pretty good, though. You know? It was surprisingly good. I mean, the actors, all the kids in there, the boys and whatnot, they were trapped in that maze and whatnot. I'm thinking it was just going to be about a stupid maze, and they get in, they get out. But surprisingly, it was actually pretty good. And
I'd be willing to bet you this one did better than the original one did, though.
The trailers kind of indicate that look, I mean, I know you didn't see the first one, but I saw the first one, and then when I saw the trailer, the first thing I'm thinking is they raised the stakes on this one. That trailer was I saw more action in all those scenes in the trailer on the second one than there was action in the first one. I can tell that there's way more action that's going to be in the Scorch. But
so surprise hit.
It was a surprise hit, and I'm not actually. I shouldn't be surprised. Again, it was PG-13, so if there's more kids that are going to go out and see it, the parents are probably going to let their kids go see the sequel. It's a sequel, so people are already familiar with it. You know, everybody's always complaining, and how come Hollywood doesn't make anything original? Because you guys don't put money into it. You rather see a sequel to something, and that's why Adam Sandler keeps getting money. He keeps making sequels. But that's why. I mean, sequels, and I'm not surprised it's #1. At first, I was surprised because I thought, and then here's another thing we have to take into consideration. A lot of people have been kind of disappointed with that Johnny Depp was repeatedly doing the weird character again. People kind of wanted to see Johnny Depp. I feel like people wanted to see Johnny Depp get back to his acting chops, instead of doing that weird role, actually get out there and act your ass off, and he did. We'll get into it when I give my review of Black Mass, but yeah, Johnny Depp, even though he did have a makeup on and whatnot, he kind of takes you out of it a little bit, but when he gets going, it's all about his acting. It's a hell of a movie, and you're like, yeah, Johnny's back. He's back. If this is indicate, the last couple of movies weren't that well received, but I'm surprised it came in at #2. But Johnny's back. That was a hell of a movie. So But I think it was like a $10 million like discrepancy. I think Scorch made 30 something million and Black Mass made 20 something mil, and everything else was like in the single digits, but from a million.
Slow weekend, a slow weekend.
Yeah, it was a Scorch weekend. But yeah. So we're guys, we're gonna do a little tribute, I guess, to Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
And his career, and talk about everything from how he tried to unsuccessfully masturbate as Edward Scissorhands and to to Black Mass. But yeah,
you know what I think one of his first on-screen roles was in one of the earlier Friday the 13th movies. I think that was his first big on-screen role, and then I think because of that he got the 21 Jump Street, or it might have that reverse.
No. Are you thinking about Nightmare on Elm Street? With the
when he got pulled into the bed
and the blood went up. Yeah. That was the first time, and then Tim Burton was like, I like the way he died. I like the way he died in that scene. I'm gonna make you a star, kid. But ever since he got with Tim Burton, it's just been magic. But
that's who they wanted in the Wraith was Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah, it did.
It all comes back to
it did not work out. Old Charlie Sheen winning.
Always. But totally different movie. Could you imagine? Weirdo Johnny Depp?
It turns out that Johnny Depp was right down the street from where they were filming because he was dating that chick from the movie at the time. And I read a thing about the director saying that he really wanted Johnny Depp and he had no idea he was right down the street and he never saw him the entire shoot. So
wow.
He's a recluse.
But
Jungle Book. They're bringing Jungle Book back into the theaters.
Oh, that's movie news. I'm sorry, I had a little senior moment. I couldn't remember the next segment. Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet. Have you seen? I
have not. I saw some screenshots.
We should probably do an action reaction to that. But I heard the trailer was good. I heard that Disney announced that technically speaking, that the Jungle Book is going to blow anything else you've ever seen out of the water, which is kind of weird to hear. That's a big statement to make. And they said, trust me, when you see the trailer, you'll know what they're talking about. They said that this technologically speaking will blow anything else you've ever seen out of the water. And that's a bold statement.
Yeah,
and people who've seen the trailer and the footage are agreeing.
We'll have to do a reaction to the trailer.
Got to. And keep in mind, they also said that in the filming of it, all CGI, all green screen, everything you're gonna see.
Oh, really?
Now I'm curious to see what they're talking about because they said everything is CGI.
Except for the actors.
They
gotta make a Tarzan movie.
All the animals and everything. Everything is CG. So it's kind of like what Lucas did with the prequels, but done right. Like you can have everything green screen, but you made it look like it was all Disney.
Gotta have good dialogue.
You gotta have good, you have to get good dialogue, and you can have movies that are all CG and they can still work and feel real, or you could have practical effects that could feel fake. I mean, but yeah, let's see what happens with that. But moving on, let's try to rapid fire. I want to go into. I don't know if you got to finish it, Sean. You got me into. You got me to watch the trailer, and I finished Narcos before you did. But did you finally ever finish watching Narcos?
I'm on the last 2 episodes, and I was watching. I was watching it tonight. I am that close for it to be done. My problem is that my wife gets upset with me if I watch it without her, and I have to go by her damn schedule, and I really want to for those guys. And you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Your wife finds a show she likes, you can't watch it without her.
Me and my wife, we the very first TV show that we watched together before she stopped watching TV, it was 6 Feet Under. She would get mad as hell. I snuck one episode. I did it. What was that? Who played Batman there? Michael Keaton said in that movie. He said, "Don't touch me, John. My father touched me once." Remember that movie?
I remember. What I remember about 6 Feet Under, it was an HBO show with the guy from Dexter.
Yeah, Dexter was in it.
Michael.
That's why I didn't think that Dexter was going to be any good because I was
Dexter
thinking,
was awesome, but that's a whole other.
I thought of him as the guy from 6 Feet Under. Then I started watching Dexter, like, oh no, he's created his whole new character. But like I was saying about my wife, I watched one episode by myself without her once. Once, never.
She knew you did it too.
Yeah, well, I told her. I mean, I'm a boss. Once I was once, but that was a good. It was a good show. And
so this guy who they got playing Pablo Escobar, I have never seen him in anything else. I from what I understand though, he's not like a newbie. He's been in some stuff. But American audiences are not going to be really familiar, or at least typical American audiences.
I bet that's guy.
Woo! This guy just so serious, man. He's just like, I bet you he's a method actor. Like he walks around acting like Pablo Escobar when he's off.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he's like classically trained, like a stage actor or something. Good. He's a real good guy.
He's a scary individual, and it's not even like he's doing a lot of scary things on screen, but he's a scary dude in the show. Like you just know that you do not want to, like, there are so many times like they're having conversations where there's, this is amongst thieves, so to speak, having a powwow between the drug cartels. And you can just tell when someone starts saying something out of line that someone's going to tell them to shut the fuck, just tell them to shut up. And you're just waiting for it to come. And then his buddy's stepping, you better shut up. Know your place. You know who you're talking to?
Exactly.
That's Pablo Escobar.
But it was good that even when he was doing the most the scariest things in that show, and it's kind of hard for me to say show because it feels like I feel like I'm watching I feel like I watched a 12-hour movie. That was a movie. I feel like I watched a trilogy.
It didn't feel cheap at all.
It did not. That they put money into that series. There was some good money.
Beautiful locations. His houses in the middle of those valleys between the mountains. Oh my God.
The actors, the actresses, beautiful people, beautiful scenes, beautiful.
Good shootouts too.
You sit there, you find yourself rooting for a monster sometimes, yeah. And then other times you're like, this guy's got to go. And other times you're like,
you're conflicted.
Go Escobar, yeah, kill that guy.
But in the back of my mind, the whole time I'm like, this was a real guy, and he really was a monster.
Yeah,
it's like I don't think, and this is just my opinion, I never knew the man, but I don't think he wanted to be a monster.
Yeah,
I think he had aspirations to do good, and
he just wanted people to be loyal, to him and everything, and be in charge. Yeah,
but I really do think that if things had turned and he had gotten his place politically secured, I think he probably would have started distancing himself from a lot of that illegal stuff.
Now,
whether that would have happened, who knows?
Now, I don't know the full story of Mr. Escobar at all. Everything that I'm learning for the first time on Netflix, and it's probably a bad thing because this is based on true events. It's not a true story.
Yeah,
this is based on true events. And if knowing that it's based on true events, and I wish it would hurt you and your wife would hurt me finish watching these last 2 episodes, because I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm wondering, and it's not saying that the ending is like this. It's just that I'm thinking about season 2 and the next seasons afterward, if it has a season 2 or season 3. Because I was thinking, wouldn't this be a standalone season if they just wrap up what happened with them? Would it be? But there's without telling you anything, I'm just going to give an indication that they do intend to make this like a Netflix series. Like if it's popular, if it gets a lot of good reviews, they'll keep it going. You get that, of course, because it makes money.
Right.
So I'm wondering, without telling you, because I know you know the story of Escobar. I didn't know that much. I know you know a little bit about him, or a lot about him.
He didn't live very long.
Okay, so I'm glad you said that. So I'm wondering if, for the sake of, like, I'm feeling like, I don't know if like I said, I don't know if I'm giving a spoiler or not. I don't think I am, because you know the story, the true story of Escobar. I don't know anything about him. I don't think they're following what really happened anymore. If they decide to do a season 2 or keep it going, I'm thinking they are sticking to the true events for season 1 all the way to the end of the series, just in case if it doesn't work out or not. And if it does work out, I think we're gonna get more original writing based on these characters versus the stuff that really happened. I'm thinking like let's say that Escobar died, like should have died like on episode 3. I'm thinking like they're purposely keeping him alive since he's the star of the movie, the show, and just gonna make him have like 5 extra years of what he might have done if.
Yeah, he's way more interesting than the white guy cop.
Way more interesting as a character. And I'm thinking if what you're telling me is that Escobar probably, he gets to power, he
died in like 92, 93.
Okay, well they're still well then maybe I'm wrong about that, because I think they were in the beginning, they were in the early 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so never mind. I'm probably wrong then. I was thinking that maybe he died in the 80s, early 80s, and then now the Netflix episode show was like, okay, this guy's so good character, we're not going to let him die. We're going to change history and just keep him going. Maybe he did this and maybe he did that.
If I may be wrong, but I believe the series started in the background in the late 70s, but then when it kind of zoomed forward to him rising to power,
it got into the 80s.
Into 89, 1990.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if that's true, then that means
very close to his death.
Yeah, exactly. When it gets really close, because the power that he gets up to, or aspires for,
bigger than Al Capone.
Like it's gotta be very close to his death. Now, I'm not gonna say whether he dies or not. I'm not gonna say that. But I feel like Netflix is kind of leaving something open, just in case if the show is a hit.
Oh, I think it already is.
I think it's a hit. I was mad that I didn't. I was mad when I saw that trailer, and when I saw the show, I was mad I didn't watch it when it came out. I should have known this was going to be a good one. I should have known. Medellin and all that. Oh man, I should have known. When Vincent Chase tried to do it on Entourage, I should have known better. And I'm not surprised I finished it before you did, because I was hooked.
I would be if this was just me watching it. I would have been done.
Change the subject. Don't throw yourself under the bus there.
Yeah.
Well, if it was just me, and then but no,
I said,
oh, you know what? I think I did that one time before. He said,
"Man, did you tell her?" Man, I said,
Sean, I looked this woman
right
in the windows of her soul, and I just said it, man. I said, bitch. And then the wives show up, guys. Yes, babe.
Yeah, they all get to do that quadruple look around.
Did you watch another episode of Narcos without me? Nope.
No,
I did not. No, I do not know how Escobar is going to die.
Man, I told her. I said, yeah, I watched it, and I said,
I said, yeah. But Sean, you said it though, right? You said it.
You actually said the words.
Said bitch.
Yeah, man. I said, bitch.
But anyway, let's move on before we get our asses kicked. But I guess the next but watch Narcos if you haven't figured out by now. We loved it. It was real good. And I guess that's going on. Other things that's going on in the TV. I watched a couple of new series that just debuted. I watched the new show Blind Spot on CBS with I forgot her name, the actress's name, but she played Lady Sif in the Thor movies. The female that was a part of Thor's, Asgard crew. The female. The Sif, Lady Sif, she's got a new TV show on CBS called Blind Spot, where I think she's like a Navy SEAL trained, like a killer. You don't know if she's an assassin or not, but anyway, her memory is all gone. It's like she's been injected with some drug that will wipe your memory, but her whole body is covered in this drug. And she can't remember a thing. She has core memories, but can't remember what her name is, her friends, anything about herself. but her training, her skills, all of that is intact. Of course, right? Of course, to make the plot move.
Yeah.
But the twist thing about it is her whole body. She was dumped in the middle of New York City, butt naked, and her whole body is covered in tattoos that are like codes. Like there's numbers and all kinds of art, like the back of the dollar bill with the eyeball pyramid and all kinds of different weird stuff
Illuminati
all over her body. Illuminati stuff all over her body. But there's police officers' names that are there, and names of criminals who are about to commit a crime. It's like her whole body is a clue that's probably going to last for like 4 seasons. But but it was pretty interesting. But that's not the show that
Blindsided.
Blind Spot. It was
Blind
pretty
Spot.
Good. Check it out if you have a chance. It might be a good. It might be a hit show. Today I watched Bradley Cooper's new TV show called Limitless. Which is like a TV series sequel to the movie Limitless. Now I did a whole reaction, an after show to that, and I'm gonna probably try to post that before this, and then I'll post this. But it was a pretty good show, and I'll give my reaction to that later. So moving on from TV, let's talk about the new game that me and you played and tested out before Mike. Yeah. And make sure and I'm gonna text Mike and let him know that we're still live and we're about to get on.
That's a long 10 minutes.
That's a long ass 10 minutes. So go ahead. Let's talk about what we said we were gonna talk about.
Me and Chris, we and some of our friends, we had access to the open beta for Black Ops 3 on the Xbox One, and we used every minute that we could to take advantage of that. And just flat out, from what I saw, I am no longer concerned that the series has gone stale, because as far as I'm concerned, I didn't enjoy really the Advanced Warfare or the Ghosts really at all. I wanted to, but I just didn't. It was boring. So really, honestly,
you didn't like sliding on your knees and biting people with dogs?
For me, Black Ops 2 was the last good one that I can play over and over, and I don't get bored of it. Matter of fact, we still play it. We're playing it tonight. But
yeah, we have a date.
When I got a chance to play the Black Ops 3 with that Rambo bow in it, and oh my God, I didn't want to go all insanity with the exosuit stuff. You get a little of that in this, but it's not ridiculous over the top. So it's still like, I like the fact that you run around, not just Spider-Maning bouncing off the walls the entire time. I can't stand that. So it is in there just a little bit,
but it's not enough to make you throw up.
Yeah, it is. And it was beautiful. The frame rate was solid. I didn't have now this is, I don't know, because it wasn't final product, but as far as I'm concerned, the one pain in the ass thing for Black Ops 2 for me is the damn networking code problems, where getting a game running takes half an hour. But this one, even in the early beta stage, we didn't have those problems.
You know what? Speaking of which, while we're talking about this, let me turn my Xbox 360 on and boot it and warm it up so we can actually play.
Yeah. Live and two.
Yeah, he's not responding to me. So, but let me backdoor it with you. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to play Black Ops 3 as much as everybody else did. I played like 2 good rounds. One good round when it first launched, and then I didn't play for
the hell out of
days. And then I played the hell out of it on the last day. Like when it was down to the last 2 hours, I was shoot shit. But Sean became a bow master. He turned into freaking Green Arrow out of nowhere. He doesn't watch the show like I do, but yet knew instantly. He's like, you know what? I've never done this before, but let me see what happens when I pick up the arrow. Triple kill every time. And he's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get these videos. Sean, please tell me you still have these videos saved.
I still have them.
I'm going to get these uploaded.
Triple bow.
Sean was able to, for the first time, I'm like, he's shooting with a gun the whole time. He's like, you know what? Let me just test the bow and arrow and see what that's all about. The first time he picks it up, every scenario, it was always 3 enemies surround him, shooting him first. He's taking bullets in the heart directly, and he still manages like Rambo to. I've been working out a little bit, so let me try to emphasize the muscles that Sean was flexing. He's like, and then the guy flew out of the window and blew up.
flew back up the stairs.
and yes, and in pure action 80s fashion, Sean was able to deliver a one-liner that just totally took you out of the movie. Like, he shot a guy out of the window and he blew him up, and he was like, he went out with a bang. Really, Sean? Really? But he was a badass. So I'm actually loving this game, and I'm thinking you're right. Ghost was a disappointment. Ghost was a bad disappointment. It was meh to the max. And Advanced Warfare was better, but still the over jumping and all that stuff. It was too. It was. I'll still play Advanced Warfare. I will play Advanced Warfare, but not as much as Black Ops 2. And Treyarch was smart. It was like, you know what? It ain't broke. Why fix it? So they're bringing back Nuketown.
Nuki.
They're bringing back the crow. We used to say it all the time. Kill them with the crossbow, so you won't be lonely. And now they brought a bow and arrow, so we got to figure out a song to come with that. But
kill him with a longbow.
Kill him with the longbow. But shit, but it feels like that first day of Black Ops 2 again. It feels like that again. And I think people are gonna have a good time this holiday season shooting people in the face with that bow and arrow.
And you can give people now. Now you can dismember them into little pieces for the first time.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
They splatter.
Now, the cool thing about, you know, and this is what I'm going to do with this, Sean. Every little piece that we talked about, I'm going to make this one long episode, but I'm going to break it down in 3 pieces. So I'm glad we're talking about this. This is a gaming conversation now. Black Ops on Call of Duty for the first time. We've been asking for this. I think we've been talking about this since Black Ops 1. Like, when a grenade gets thrown at somebody, the whole body should just go, you know, into pieces. Instead, you'd always just get the body stays intact and you just goes, ah! And it never really felt right. But in Black Ops 3, the leg falls off, the arm goes that way. Joker's all like, it's all part of the plan. I'm only burning my half.
Exploding Rambo arrows.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stranger. But you know what? That's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna find a way to do Joker quotes and Crow.
Draven. Eric Draven.
Yeah. He said, "Murder. You wanna know about murder? Play Black Ops 3. It's fun. It's easy.
You're gonna find all
about it. It's a squawk." Fun boy.
Boy, he said, "Look what I got in my pocket.
I got something in my pocket." But yeah, Black Ops 3. I'm gonna on scale from Dark Knight to Crow. It's awesome. So I had a great time with it, and I'm just mad that I didn't get to play it as much as you guys did. I was at the buzzer trying to get it in.
I was playing it by myself for most of it because everybody's at the job, and I'm sitting on the couch just playing, trying to level up because I think you can keep the level up when it comes out. So
I hope not, because I'm gonna hate on all those guys that actually took advantage of it, and I like you, and I'm gonna be mad if when the game launches in November and you're at a 13.
Yeah, but I don't always what's that word?
Prestige.
I do it once, maybe twice. You're like the prestige master.
I am a master prestige.
I don't like losing all my shit. That's my.
That was the thing. So and I was trying. It was killing me because I was trying to convince you guys. It was like after on Black Ops 2, after the fifth time that you.
The fifth time, huh?
Because every time you prestige, they give you a gun that or anything you wanted to just straight up unlock. You didn't have to go through the steps anymore.
That's a lot.
So after the first thing I did was permanently unlock the shotgun gun that I was using. Yeah. Then I unlocked whatever the perks that I was using, and then another one, and then after the fifth one, everything was unlocked that I only used. So to prestige didn't do. After that, there was like 13 prestiges. After the fifth one, everything that I used was already unlocked. So I just kept prestiging, and I never lost a step. Because of those first 5.
While we're talking about it real quick before we get on with Mike, I don't agree with people resetting their stats. Stop it.
Yeah, to make themselves look like they got a 97 average.
Stop it.
I'm calling Mike right now. I'm putting him on speaker.
I asked him if he's ready.
Did he respond to you?
No, he will. But anyway, so
let me see if he responds.
It's ringing.
He's making love.
Well, screw.
Let me turn the Xbox on to see if he's on it.
Please leave your message for Michael.
Shouldn't have put his last name on there. Now I'm gonna get sued. Now you know how Mike is. He'll sue you. Let me turn the TV on to see if if he's on or not. He probably fell asleep.
No.
Yeah, he did. I bet you.
Well, then
he probably got a big day tomorrow, and you know I'm drunk, so I'm definitely gonna be playing with you.
What the hell is that? Hold on a second.
It's my porno. So I'm sorry. Technical difficulties, guys. Sorry, I had to boot up the Xbox 360. But so Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was a love story about one man, one bow and arrow.
One man.
And a lot of noobs.
Bow and arrow. and a ton of noobs.
And a ton of noobs that made him feel superior. This winter, Black Ops 3, the return.
Kilbo 3.
Yeah, Kilbo. Kilbo Baggins is.
Kilbo Baggins.
That's your new there's your new stage name. Hold on one second.
Kilbo Baggins. Kilbo T Baggins.
Yeah, Magic Mike 3, Kilbo Baggins. But yeah, I enjoy playing it, and I can't wait till it drops officially so we can get on it and play Black Ops 3 so we can officially say Nuketown. I'm so excited about the fact that they're bringing Nuketown back.
Yeah, the one map that we never get to play is Nuketown, guys. It's like the coolest map, and they always put on crap like Magma and Carrier.
Yeah.
Magma.
It's the one map that's survived past 2 games. That's crazy. That's how good this map is.
Good.
Whoever designed and created or came up with the idea for that map, he should be feeling like the man right now. He's like, it doesn't matter what you do. It's not going to be better than what I did. So, and he's a geek god right now. I think Mike is. Oh, yeah, he's on. He's playing. He didn't answer the phone,
guys.
but
So we're going to have to let you go.
Okay, we are about to get on Black Ops 2, guys. So yeah, just like Sean was saying, and I'll end it like this. As the great Joker would say, "Do I look like a man with a plan to you? I'm just a dog chasing after a car. I wouldn't know what to do if I caught it. I
know what to do with it. Do
things, okay?" And what would Brandon Lee? How would he end this off?
I'm drawing a blank here.
And I say that I'm dead.
Wait. I see you. Yeah. I see you've made up your mind. Now let's see you enforce it.
Oh, yes. Good one. Good one. I'm going to try to incorporate some line from The Crow and Dark Knight. These 2 movies here.
I love he's all like, oh, hell, this is already boring the shit out of me. Just kill him.
Yes. All right, on that note, okay, so I'm boring Sean, so he's gonna kill me now. That was a great villain, but talking through the media,
I think we broke her.
We're already ready to play, so we're already tipsy. Appreciate you guys. Okay, let me just say this: hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Share this with as many friends as you can. If you hate your friends, share this video with them. They'll suffer.
I need another one.
And as always, let's keep talking, guys.